Four signs you're forcing love. Sometimes you'll meet someone, you'll fall in love with them, but they don't seem to reciprocate the same love that you're giving. They say that it takes two to tangle, but I always say it takes actually three to tangle. You need yourself, you need the other partner, and you also need Jesus in that setup for it to actually work well. But now, coming back to what we're talking about today, how can you tell if you're forcing issues in a relationship? Yes, there are so many indications, but let me just speak about four only. Number one, you notice that the communication is one-sided. You notice it's only you who is pushing something, only you who is asking questions. The other person does not seem to be very interested to know more about you. Just who is asking, where do you come from? What do you do? Tell me about your past. She's just answering. He is just answering, but they're not asking about you. It's very one-sided. And sometimes you'll call them, text them, they will ignore your messages, they will not pick up the phone call, and they're not even having the courtesy to actually call you back. My friend, this could be a sign of a one-sided communication, and if you're in this type of a situation, my friend, you are forcing things in the relationship. Bible says in Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9, it is better to have two than one. Bible says two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls, one can help the other one, but pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Number two, they don't inquire about you. They're not so keen. They're not concerned to just know how you're even faring, how you're doing. It's only you who is keen, just asking how is your morning. They're not keen, they're not interested. They're just thinking about their own things. They are focused to their own issues. At this point, my friend, you might be forcing things. Bible says, be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other as in Christ forgave you. That's Ephesians 4 verse 32. Number three, they dismiss you and cancel plans with you. For instance, you come up with an idea and say, let's meet on Saturday. They'll dismiss that idea immediately. They'll throw it out of the window. And even if they agree at some point, they say, it's okay, let's meet on Sunday afternoon. That Sunday afternoon, for some reason, they decide to cancel the plans. Or they decide to just ignore. They don't even pick up calls. They don't even tell you why they didn't even come for that date. My friend, if you get to that point, that's what we call simping. A point means you are forcing issues in the relationship. Don't push it. If you keep noticing this person is canceling things, my friend, don't push it. Go easy. Bible says in 1 Peter 3 verse 8, finally, all of you, be like-minded, be sympathetic, love one another, be compassionate and humble. Because if you also are the one who is not interested in a person, be sympathetic. Just tell them, at the moment, I'm not even interested in a relationship. If you notice someone is pushing things and you're not interested, just be honest. Be sympathetic. Tell them, at the moment, I'm not thinking about having a relationship, and maybe I'm seeing someone else. Don't just go quiet on people like that. Be sympathetic. Number four, you have this gut feeling in your heart that you're in this thing alone. There's sometimes the spirit, inside you, you have a spirit, you have a soul, you have a body, and the spirit speaks directly to God. Your spirit speaks to God even when you're asleep. I want you to know, sometimes you have that feeling, that gut feeling, and you can hear the spirit, the insides of you, speaking to your outsides, telling you, this person is not for you. This person is not 100% committed to you. That's why you need to walk in spirit. That's why we walk in spirit. We are spirit-led so that we can know the things that are for us and the things that are not for us. Bible says in Isaiah 30 verse 21, your ears shall hear a word behind you saying, this is a way, walk in it. When you turn to the right hand or when you turn to the left, which means the spirit can tell you if this is the way to go or this is not the way to go. This is a person to pursue and the person not to pursue. I'm hoping this type of indications will help you know that you're actually forcing things. And especially if you notice you're giving more than you're receiving. Some people are just there to receive from you. You're giving almost everything. You're giving your time, you're giving your intellect, you're giving your resources, you're giving your gifts, energies. Then you notice the other person is not reciprocating all those things. My friend, at this point, you need to tell yourself you are actually forcing things in the relationship.